Welcome back, everyone. It's a nice 95-degree Saturday day here in Chicago. It'll be 95 tomorrow too. I'm just out working in the garage right now. On the Chevy, I should have got a lot of this stuff done that I'm doing right now done over the winter, but I didn't get around to it. Like I said in the other video, it's kind of miserable working out here with a little space heater when it's 14 degrees out and 18 degrees in the garage. But procrastination has led me to this. We have, I think I said in the other video, before the other video, we're going to the Van Nationals after 4th of July. It's in Minnesota. It's a good time. Bunch of vans, bunch of clubs, bunch of people, all van people. But yeah, this has got to make the road trip. As with my Dodge. My Dodge is pretty put together. I have to do some motor mounts on it, and then I'd like to get some more just appearance things done. I'd like to get some more of the interior finished, and just a couple things on the outside. I wanted to get some paint work done over the winter for it, the hood, the fender, stuff like that. But I didn't get it done. And also I didn't have the compressor, which leads me to this. I got this 30-gallon compressor from an estate sale yesterday for $50. Other than the one of the lines leaking, it works good. I mean, it's just a Home Depot brand, but I mean, I looked it up online. They retail for like $650 to $700. So it's like I couldn't pass it up. It was making a noise, but it turned out to just be this air cleaner piece, which I think it should have a filter element in there. It doesn't. So that kind of scares me a little bit for how long he was running it without a filter element. But hey, for $50, if I can get one summer out of it and paint the hood and the fender of my van, I'll be happy. I'm going to get a different whole, like different air cleaner, air filter element right there for it to replace that plastic setup. And then I'm just going to change the oil in it because it does have oil. And it's got oil in the compressor. But yeah, for $50, you can't beat it. It was filthy. I cleaned it up. I don't know if this is a setup the old man put together. I definitely think this. But I'm going to replace the moisture separator. This thing's loose, which I don't know if it's supposed to be loose or not to swivel like this because it's not leaking air up here or anything like that. But I'm still going to replace this. Other than that though, it works great. So to that, I got to get that done too, but that won't be done for Nationals. But yeah, the Dodge though is pretty much set. It's ready to roll. But this, I'm getting back to this transmission pan that's leaking, brand new transmission pan and filter leaking. Probably can't see it, but you can see, I can see at least where it was leaking. I mean, I got 200 miles on it. But yeah, it's like leaking right there and right there. But I got this new one. This is someone said, I think Joseph in the comments said, get the rubber cork composite one. So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to put it on dry, see what happens. And hopefully it doesn't leak. This pan, I paid, it was like $85-$90 for this thing. I don't want to flip it over right now because it still has fluid in it, but I don't know. It's an aluminum pan, so that's good. I figured I'd have a better luck with an aftermarket aluminum pan over any stamped steel aftermarket pan. That was my mindset. I'm hoping it was just the cheapo gasket, but I don't know. I'm kind of torn on the quality of this. When I was tight, I didn't tighten down the screws or the bolts that hard even, but some of the black powder coat started chipping off around the bolt holes. And then these, I had to go and run and get these from the Home Depot to get longer ones. The ones that came with were just way too short. They were just too short, even without the lock washers. So I had to buy those, but I don't know. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully I'm over this. Hopefully this solves the issue, and then I can move on to the next thing, which is I was going to rebuild the whole front end on this thing before Nationals, but I don't think I'm going to get to the control arm bushings and ball joints and stuff. I bought all the parts. I think I'm just going to do inner outer tie rod ends and and call it a day. The steering's fine on it. It's just some of the bushings on the ball joints and stuff kind of scare me a little bit. I checked them, jacked it up, checked them. There's no play in them or anything, but just with the wife driving, I want to make it as safe as possible. It's definitely on a 2-day road trip, you know. But other than that, I got to take the headers off. I'm going to repaint those. The header gasket is leaking on the one side, so I'm going to repaint those, put new header gaskets on, new hardware. And then I got to adjust the choke, the high idle choke. It's a little high. I don't think it was ever adjusted when they installed this. One of the past owners put, an Edelbrock carb and Edelbrock intake and long tube headers, which I don't know. If I was younger, I'd probably be all up for this stuff. But as I get older, I find, especially on a 180 horsepower small block Chevy, stock is better. But like I said, I'm going to redo the header gaskets and stuff. And then I did buy a new distributor because the mechanical advance is really sticky on this one. It looks good because it's got a newer cap and wires and all that stuff, but yeah, I think this is the original distributor. So I replaced the vacuum advance. That seems to work, but the mechanical advance seems to be sticky. So I bought a new one from Summit, and then I had a weird issue on this too, where I think it was sucking oil into the intake ports from the lifter valley, and it was kind of fouling out the plugs. But I did. They say with these aluminum intake manifolds, you need to go back and retorque them every once in a while. So I did retorque them, and that seems to solve the issue of the fouled out plugs. I did want to actually take it off and put new gaskets and go through the carb and everything. There's really nothing. It doesn't seem like there's any issues with the carb, to be honest, but I just, for the peace of mind, wanted to do that. But that's another thing I don't think I'm going to, it's still, I have 3-4 weeks left, but I still just don't want to I hate getting into something before long planned road trips. I don't know. I might take the AC compressor off and all the AC lines because it doesn't work. It doesn't even have a belt on it. So I don't plan on fixing the AC this season, but I would like to take that stuff off because that will have to come off to do the intake manifold and whatnot. But, yeah, I don't know. I might just take that off now just to see. It might snowball into actually doing the intake manifold gaskets and stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see. I got the parts. I ordered up the parts and all that stuff. But I've got other stuff I got to do. I want to get her CB radio working so her and me can talk on the road trip. And then there's other stuff I want to do to it. I bought some of that Poppy's patina, Vice Grip Garage's version of it, to put on the mural. This thing was in great shape at one point, but the owner that had it before me just let it sit on a Chicago street and let it get just beat up with the salt and just out in the elements for like 10 years. So overall, it's still a great survivor, but even in the dark, you can kind of see like the clear coat's starting to fail a little bit on some of these murals. The blue itself, I think it's just a single stage, so I was able to bring that back pretty good, but I'm hoping that patina stuff, that patina shine juice will bring back the shine or bring some color back at least to the murals. But yeah, I might get some more footage of me doing the motor mounts on my Dodge van, and I don't know what else I'm going to throw in this video. So I just hit 69 subscribers. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully I can get some more. Yeah, so thanks again, man. So there it is. It's all cleaned up. That's the underneath of it. I cleaned all the trans fluid out from inside of it and the gasket mating surface. I still have to do it on the transmission, but that's what I was talking about when I was saying that the powder coat flaked off from where the bolts go through. It's a little annoying. It wasn't crazy expensive, but still, you don't want to see that on a brand new piece of merchandise you purchase. Yeah, I think it only calls for like 10 foot-pounds for each bolt, so it's not like it was over torqued or anything, but it is what it is. No one's gonna see it. It's kind of a shame no one's going to see it though, because I do like the satin black and the polished fins. It looks cool, but right now I just want it to seal, and I hope that happens. So I'm going to install this gasket, fill it up with trans fluid, and then go for a little drive. So there she be. Back installed. Went for a test drive. Didn't go very far. I only went maybe for a mile or two, but so far no leaks. I don't know, we'll see. I'm skeptical. I'll take her for a drive a little farther tomorrow, and hopefully there's no more leaks. Yeah, I just put the gasket on dry, and yeah, hopefully that's it. And then also I messed with the throttle return spring on this thing. It was kind of hokey. It was hooked up like from here to here, and I don't know, every once in a while on moderate throttle the pedal would kind of stick a little bit, the throttle would stick open a little bit. So I'm hoping that cures it. I bought a cheapo Spectra Racing throttle return spring bracket that I put on top of the one, you can't really make it out, but the one bolt for the radiator, upper radiator hose going into the intake manifold. I hooked that up. You know, everyone says you're supposed to have 2 throttle return springs just for safety. I had both of them on there, and it was really hard to hit the pedal. I mean, it almost wouldn't even open the throttle. So I don't know what the deal with that is, if I have to get different return spring, like a different rate for them. But right now it works. It works pretty good. So I hope that cures it. When I take the intake manifold off and redo the gaskets and everything, I'll probably try to do a different setup and look into a little bit further, because I do want to get dual springs on here. And then the kickdown is disconnected right now. I adjusted the one idle set screw for the choke, so I'm gonna have to wait until tomorrow, let it sit cold overnight, and wait for tomorrow morning to see if that adjusted the idle, kicked the idle down a little bit, because it would idle probably, I don't have a tack or anything, but it would probably idle at like 2,000, 2,500 RPMs. So hopefully that fixes it. But yeah, I think we're gonna maybe go to a car show tomorrow. It's gonna be 95 degrees out again. Gears and Ears. It's a really good car show that they put on. Big turnout, lots of cool stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be so freaking hot. We might go in the morning, but if we do, I'll definitely take a video of that and post that up, add it to this video. But if not, this is it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you again later.
Trucking north, trucking south and east and west, trucking in from all points of the compass, rolling down the asphalt in the neatest, wildest, most free and open brand of American transportation since the covered wagon. Yeah, the vans are moving, and that's a sure sign that just over the next horizon, the biggest party you've ever seen is about to get underway. The Rose Bowl, Indy 500, and Woodstock abandoned, packed into one sensational weekend. A weekend for the free spirits tucked inside those beautiful vans, loose and free.